Hello everybody, this is Nate P, and I've got another video for you this week. This week I am really excited. We're checking out our first international ration, chicken and vegetable stew, Canadian IMP, menu number 17. So before we get started with this, a couple of housekeeping things. I've got some good news and bad news. The good news is that my wife and I are expecting our first baby in April. The bad news is that I don't know how regular my updates are going to be in the next couple of months. We're due in April. I'm filming this at the beginning of March, and we're going to be moving in the next couple weeks. So my guess would be I'm not going to be back until maybe mid or late summer. So if you like these videos, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button, and you'll be sure to get updates when my new video comes out. So before I get into the MRE itself, I want to make sure that I thank a user from the MRE info forum. His name is Brian, but he goes by the username GuidedbyWez. So Brian, if you're out there watching this, thank you so much for your generous shipment of an MRE, and I hope you liked the US MRE that I sent to you. Okay, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this open. So, one thing I'm kind of interested in is on the back, there's a QR code, and like us on Facebook in English and French. I am going to try to scan this later and see what this website is. I think there are surveys with these to see how much you like the meal, so that might be what that is for. But another thing I'm kind of, I don't know, fascinated isn't the right word, but this is about as big as a US MRE. The size of it, you know, kind of length and width, is almost the same as a US MRE container, and I always thought these were bigger than your standard US MRE, and if you're kind of looking at this right now at the screen, it looks bigger, right? Kind of top to bottom. But really, thickness-wise, size-wise, it's about the same size as a US MRE. Okay, let's go ahead and get this open. There we have all of our lovely content inside, with your dessert pretty obviously labeled. That's kind of cool. Man, I gotta say, that is a ton of food for a single meal, but this is what I'm looking forward to the most. Plain old hamburger bun. How good is this compared to your standard MRE wheat snack bread? We got some Nescafe 3-in-1. Really looking forward to some coffee. Got a pretty generous ration of napkins here, or maybe just like one big kind of paper towel going on. Pretty nice. We've got chocolate nut mix with a beverage bag, and I've seen in a couple of videos guys saying that these are just amazing. They really are. Wow. So we got a gusset on the bottom so it stands up. It is, you know, if a US MRE beverage bag is just kind of your basic plastic, this is more like a tarp. It is really, really sturdy. It's a nice looking bag. We've got ice sports drink, another ice sports drink. We have our main, our chicken and vegetables. I don't know if I've seen this. I know it's hard to read on the camera there. It says compressed napkin. Do not eat, simply rehydrate. What the F is this? This is going to be cool. We got our Canadian spork. I've never used one of these, but it seems about as sturdy as our US MRE spoon. It looks almost the same, even. This will be cool. Hey, got a Kit Kat bar. That's always exciting. Good old peanut butter. Some raspberry jam. I've heard good things about this. Frank's Red Hot. Some matches. Pink tip. A little individual serving of Tic Tacs. And some sliced apples. Alright, that is looking awesome. Let's go ahead and get some plates and get this stuff plated up. Okay, so before we get any of our drinks together or any of that. I want to take a look at our main and see what kind of cooking instructions we might have going on here. It says place pan in boiling water, return to a boil bowl for 5 minutes, pull from the water, eat, basically. So we're going to get this in a pan of boiling water and get that heating up. Let's start by checking out our coffee. So this is a much bigger container of instant coffee than you would normally get. It is a 3-in-1 coffee, so you got sugar, cream, coffee in this, but it seems like a lot. It is much bigger than, you know, even a USMRE like drink base or something. I'm a really big fan of coffee, so here's hoping this is pretty good. It smells nice. Got granules in there. Yes, sir. Next, I want to check out our beverage base. Nice beverage base. Now, I've heard, I want to say Steve 1989, that he basically mixed 2 of these. I don't think I'm going to do that, because I'm not a huge fan of these kind of electrolyte drinks. So we'll just go with the one. We'll leave this one for another time, maybe. Okay, we go ahead and mix that up with our 250 mils. And we get a very, very blue drink. Next, we're going to check out our chocolate nut mix. So this looks like kind of a trail mix, probably with chocolate mixed into that. Smells really nice. Kind of stuck. You know, you got these chunks here, kind of stuck together. That looks really nice. Got our standard issue Nestle Kit Kat bar. It's in really good shape. We have our hamburger bun. This is what I've been looking forward to the most. And it looks like a, you know, a regular plain from the grocery store hamburger. Now it's, you know, it's kind of squished, of course, but, you know, if you didn't tell me that this didn't come from a grocery store, I would not believe you. It doesn't quite smell like a hamburger bun should. It has almost kind of a sour smell. Now, I don't know if that's packaging. I don't know if that's something it was next to. It doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't quite smell like it probably should. Next, we've got our apples, sliced apples. And if you're interested in this, apparently this is a dessert, by the way. It's kind of interesting. But if you're interested in dates, got some date coding here. EST 142-16354-15. So, man, let's say 142nd day of 2016. I honestly have no idea. If any of you know, I would be interested to know. Another kind of interesting thing, this is taped on the end, so that is, you know, mildly bothersome. Makes me kind of suspicious of this. Okay, again, my brain says this is moist or wet or something. I really don't think so. But let's see, our date on this. The date is the same as on the outside package. So let's let's check this out. I don't think it's going to be bad, but you never know. And these seals on this are extra sticky. There we have the apples in there. They actually look really nice. They aren't oxidized or anything, so I'm not quite so worried about that. And they look lovely. Really nice. So besides our main, which we'll get to in a minute, we've got our peanut butter and jelly. We're going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with that. Looking forward to that. But let's go ahead and take a look at our coffee first. Oh, wow. Oh, man. That is an excellent cup of coffee. So, here's the thing about me. I don't normally like overly sweet, overly creamed coffee. So, with sugar I could do without. But this coffee is not very acidic. It is awesome and nutty tasting. It is exactly how I like coffee sometimes, where it's kind of been on the burner a little bit too long, but not so long that it's gotten nasty and bitter. It has that kind of nutty flavor. That is an awesome, awesome cup of coffee. That is really, really tasty. Let's check out our ice beverage drink next. Yeah, that is actually really pleasant. I can see why Steve would say put both of them in. It feels kind of a little bit watered down, but it's really delicious. It's not kind of overly sweet or overly you don't really taste the electrolytes in it, but it's pleasant. It is you know, something that I would willingly drink a lot of. It's not, you know, cloying or anything. Okay, let's check out this nut mix here. We've got, man, we got pumpkin seeds, we got peanuts, we got almonds, got a chocolate thing going on. Don't know what these red guys are. Let's see if we can try one of these. I have no idea what that is. I have like no clue. It's chewy and kind of savory. My brain almost wants it to be like sun-dried tomato. It can't be right. That's weird. It's not bad. But let's try this whole thing. Okay, so looking at the ingredients, we've got almonds, pistachios. We've got almonds, pistachios, goji berries, semi-sweet dark chocolate, dried cranberries, confectioner's glaze, Arabic gum. So, probably the goji berries. Weird, something I've never had before. But really nice. Kind of a pleasant, sweet and salty and savory going on. It's really nice. Okay, next let's check out our Kit Kat bar. There you have it. Probably the same as a regular Kit Kat, but let's give it a go. Yeah, sweet, crunchy, standard Kit Kat bar. The chocolate I think is a little different. Okay, now check out some of these apples. We've got, you know, these look like real apples compared to like American canned apples or something. These look nice and fresh. And there's this nice syrup going on too, so let's check out one of the apple slices first. Oh wow. You know, I never thought I'd say I like apple slices like this. I'm expecting something really mushy, like completely boiled without any texture, but these are nice and still a little bit crisp. The syrup in here is kind of light. It's almost like some of the sweetness leached out into the water, so it's not overpowering. Oh yeah, that is delicious. Those are really good. Canada, you know how to do your apples, man. That's tasty. Okay, so what I've been looking forward to is our hamburger bun. First I want to just try it on its own. It's got this kind of, you know, flaky crust, I guess, like a standard grocery store hamburger bun, but let's give this a taste. Yeah, that's amazing. It tastes like a store-bought hamburger bun. There's something going on though. It kind of tastes nutty almost, which isn't bad exactly, but not really normal, but not bad, if that makes sense. So next we got our peanut butter. Go ahead and give this a workout. So first I want to just check out the peanut butter as is. See how this fares. Yeah, it's nice. It's actually very similar to American MRE peanut butter. It's more roasty and less sweet than what you might expect, and I really like that. Next we got our jam. So one thing I will say here for Canadian IMP is that these containers, these little packets of peanut butter and jelly and whatnot, they're really easy to open. US MRE cheese spread especially is like super difficult to open. I almost always have problems with that if I don't have a knife or something. Okay, let's go ahead and give that a taste. Oh wow. Oh man, that is nice. That is tart and slightly sweet. It has little bits of raspberry seeds in it, so you get a nice little crunch kind of situation going on. That is excellent. But what we got to do is check it out on one of these buns. That's the true test for this. That's good, but it obviously gets your mouth really, really sticky and dry, so you're gonna need a drink. You're gonna need 2 of them, really. But that's super tasty. Man, that coffee, keep going back to it. That is some of the best military ration coffee I've had. That is super good. Man, that's good. I wish I had more of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and check on our main and go ahead and get that out of its water. So, cool thing I just noticed. The peanut butter is packaged by Thermopak in Georgia, which makes sense then why this would taste kind of like US MRE peanut butter, because it is potentially made and at least packaged in the United States. Cool. The jelly, however, is packaged in Toronto, so different product than what we have here. Okay, so we've got our main boiled here. Feels nice and hot. Go ahead and dry this off. And I'll boil a little bit. And what I'm kind of interested in is that this is not packaged like your standard retort pouch would be in the US. There's a lot of air in this, and I don't know if that's intentional to let it heat better or something. Just kind of interesting though. So we got 2 sets of tear notches. I'll go with the upper one. Smells really nice. And there we have our chicken stew. It looks like we got, well, chicken, obviously, like shredded chicken. Actually, got some chunks in there. Got peas, carrots, maybe some kind of dumpling going on. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. You know, that is really nice. It is, well, it kind of reminds me of a thick chicken noodle soup. It's got that same kind of savory flavor going on. The chicken is amazing. It is like some real nice pieces of chicken. Not overly processed, not just this like stringy little shredded bits. It is really nice. And you know what? It's mostly chicken, which is extra nice. You're not kind of hunting for the pieces of chicken like in a condensed soup or something. That is tasty. So I gotta say, while it is very nice, it could use some flavor. So that does wonders for this. Not that this wasn't good already, but that just adds a nice extra layer of flavor that is super tasty. So we haven't used the beverage bag. I'm going to save this for another review later, I think. I might do another excursion video and probably take this with me. The matches, wouldn't mind taking a look at these, seeing how well they do. Yeah, super, super nice, super easy to light. Pretty decent matches. And of course we have our Tic Tacs. I'm going to actually save these, and I'm going to save this, whatever this is supposed to be, instant napkin, I guess. Instant wet wipe. I want to check this out with my wife, so I'm going to take some pictures, and I'll probably post that on the MRE forum. The mints, the Tic Tacs, we're all pretty aware of what they are, but you know what? For the sake of completion, and check out one of those. Nice little peppermint mint. That's nice. That's a nice palate cleanser for all of this. Quite a bit of which is, I might not call it cloyingly sweet, but it's, you know, pretty sweet fare with the chocolate, the peanut butter, the nut mix. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you again to GuidedbyWez, Brian, for providing an awesome MRE, and I hope you liked yours as well. To everybody else out there watching, like I said earlier, I don't know when I will be back, hopefully soon, but until then, like this video and subscribe to the channel and you'll know exactly when I come back. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.